Good morning. Casey here reporting for Casey Collections in Buchanan, Virginia. It's Wednesday, it's May 28th, and remember we are on summer hours, which means we are open Wednesdays through Saturdays, 9 to 5, and Sundays we are open noon until 5. So 5 days to shop here at KC. This morning's live, you know we've been running the ultimate event, which is 20% off store-wide, including frames and furniture. That event will continue to run. But in a very unusual case, I wanted to talk eyeball to eyeball this morning about our reflection on the last 3 weeks, about the changes that will be coming, and about our mission. And you've always heard, if you need to hear it, you will hear it from the horse's mouth. So that's what this morning's live's about. For those of you that know me, know that I rarely go by a script. This morning's live is scripted because it will be straight to the point. It will be as brief as Casey knows how to make brief. Long story short is never short. But with that in mind, again, the ultimate event, which is 20% off store-wide, will continue. Now, you know that 2025 has been a difficult year, basically for everyone. Consumer confidence and spending really at an all-time low, and rightfully so because prices have been increasing everywhere. And how can you be confident with so much uncertainty? Well, just like you, we have faced that because we've never been here before either. Now, 2025 hasn't been just a year. It's been an especially difficult year following what was 2024, an election year. And having been in retail for 20 years and 10.5 here, I want credit for all 0.5, by the way, here at KC Collections, election years are never good years. So 2025 has been particularly difficult trying to understand what more we could do to continue to provide exceptional customer service, great products, and as I come again, I rarely give eyeball to eyeball chats. I remember doing one with COVID, and I mentioned that during that time, what goes up must come down. In other words, while COVID times were uncertain, crazy, I remember that, we Lysol pens for a year. We couldn't get enough furniture. Everyone was at home. Consumers were buying, all things furniture. Demand was crazy. I remember driving in a snowstorm with ice to get a load of furniture back here. It was absolutely crazy because if I didn't make the trip, we would lose what I had secured and basically purchased over the phone. But for us, since March 2025, it's been a time of what's going on. Is it our mix? Is the product mix correct? Are our prices okay? How many more price increases can we absorb? And are we providing the correct customer service in ways that people can easily communicate with us? In other words, we've gone so far as to give out the business cell phone. We're texting more than ever. And while that is convenient, it's also increased our time we spend to make that sale. And that's fine, but we've also had to remember we've got to wrestle with increasing prices and costs and still trying to provide exceptional products and exceptional service. We've also realized that the profit had to come or it doesn't make sense. And that one has been a new one for us to even think about or really deal with because we always worked hard and it came. Worked hard, be fair, provide good product, provide good service, and the rest will take care of itself. But it really hadn't been that way in 2025. And with that in mind, I had to be open and honest with you about where we were. And again, if you know me, you know I don't go off scripts, and I am this morning, okay? We've been wondering. We've been pondering. We've been asking for prayers regarding software updates that I had to go through, whether our point of sale system would connect or whether it wouldn't. and the fact that we've got to go through yet another software conversion if we're going to stick around and upgrade every single computer in the building because of Windows 10 and Windows 11, all before October. So with that in mind, the question was, does it make sense to continue? Does it make sense to continue beyond 2025? Does it make sense to do so? Well, you all came through. And just like when a professor, because I taught for over 12 years, is ready to call it the last year, and a student comes by and tells you, testifies to you, or writes you a card about what a difference you've made in their lives, you know it's not your last year. Your job is not done. Well, here you go, directly from the horse's mouth. You all did the same. And we are here to stay. We are KC. We are here to stay. We have found renewed connections and with our suppliers to provide innovative supply chains and products. And 2025's difficulties will make us stronger than ever. One particular question as an aside before I get right to about 4 more bullet points, and rest assured we are here to stay, is someone asked about chemicals on fabric. And while we still sell upholstery fabric from Friendship Upholstery, and frankly we ship it all over the country, I'd never heard of Green-Guard Gold certified. And that's a particular fabric that has less chemicals on it. So because of that question, okay, nothing happens by chance, I was able to reconnect with the owner of Friendship Upholstery, who did lots of research and found the founder of Green-Guard Gold. And what that means is we found an upholstery company, which has been our upholstery company for years, that can provide a product with less chemicals in the fabric. We have the fabric swatches, and oh yeah, over the 4 or 5 days that it took us to do that, and again, nothing happens by chance, we were able to find a supplier that can now bring upholstery from Taylorsville, North Carolina, to even a customer in Fincastle, Virginia, meaning in our little part of the world. So with that in mind, I'll go back. We are KC. We are here to stay. We will continue to find renewed connections with suppliers to provide innovative supply chains. We will focus more than ever on American-made goods, and some of that will be Amish iron. We've brought it back sampling. I've got the supplier. I'm going to go to direct to get exactly what I need. We will decrease our lead times for customer furniture orders by almost half. We're not uncertain anymore. We are certain. We feel that our time is not over this year, next year, and by God's grace, we have the renewed strength to withstand faithfully listening and tackling the obstacles that may come in the world. And this is the part that I really feel with Cold Chills. We have too much left to do for our God, our country, our customers, our suppliers, and our county. We will continue to provide a happy, certain place when times everywhere else may seem uncertain. Our mission is not done yet. One of the largest points that I still haven't done, and a part that maybe doesn't make me so happy, is when people in other parts of Botetourt County do not seem to know that Buchanan is in Botetourt County. I came to this town 10.5 years ago. I loved it then. I loved it now. I've put my whole life basically here, and I've invested heavily in this town. My goal was to provide multiple locations to make a reason for people to come hours to Buchanan other than what they had. We've done that. But we will continue to forge relationships right here at home because Buchanan is Botetourt County. I will close with this. Stay tuned for more information regarding how we will serve you with informed presentations that will help. But in about 4 bullet points, here's what you really need to know. We are KC. We are in Wed-Sat County. We are in Buchanan, Virginia, 30 minutes south of Lexington and 30 minutes north of Roanoke. We're here with increased drive, right? This girl's got it back. Stamina and enthusiasm because of your response when we needed it the most. I'm not talking all about sales response. I'm talking about the enthusiasm, the private texts, the private chats, the private words of prayer and grace during the last 3 weeks, and most importantly, thanks to our God for providing us direction. May you be blessed, and we are here to stay.